Hi, I'm Bobby Rio, and this video today is brought to you by myself and Rob Judge. And the title of this video is The 7 Most Deadly Texting Mistakes You're Probably Making with Women and What to Do About It. So, the mistakes that we're going to be talking about in this video, I called them deadly because when you get a girl's phone number, or even when you've been dating her for a little while, texting becomes the number one form of communication, whether you like it or not. It becomes how you communicate with her. And when you do this wrong, when you don't get it, when you make these mistakes, you not only kill the momentum, you not only possibly ruin your chances of even getting her to meet up with you, the attraction that she did feel towards you quickly disintegrates if you're not doing this right. When you make these mistakes and a girl pulls out her phone and she reads these sort of texts that I'm going to be talking about, you leave her thinking that you're just like every other guy out there. And not only that, you lose her attention. As we're going to talk about in this video, attention is the number one commodity in this day and age. A woman is distracted by so many things, by Facebook, by email, by phone calls, by constant barrage of instant messengers and chats and all this stuff, that you have to be able to keep her attention. Whether you've just met her or whether you've been dating her for several months, you always have to be able to keep her attention. And that's going to be a lot about what we're going to talk about in this video. You have to know how to do this by text message, or you're going to lose girl after girl. Now, I'm talking about this from experience. I had a girlfriend through the end of college, and when I got out of college, I really hadn't had that much experience texting girls because it was mainly my girlfriend. And, in college, we lived, in dorms close by each other, so we saw each other often. There wasn't a lot of text communication there. After college ended and the relationship ended, I soon found myself feeling like a dating fossil because all of a sudden I had to be able to text girls and I just didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I made a lot of these mistakes that I'm going to be talking about in this video, and it wasn't until I corrected them that I began to see consistent results. So there's something that Rob and I call attractive communication. And this means taking all the attractive elements of normal conversation and sort of boiling it down into tiny little texts. And when you master this sort of a communication, you gain a massive advantage over all the other guys out there who are going to continue making the mistakes we talk about in this video. So right now, I want to talk about the 7 ways you're most likely killing your text conversations and what to do about it, because it's not just good enough to know the mistakes. You also have to know how to improve them and how to get over them and how to get better. So let's get into it. Deadly mistake number 1 is confusing responses with attraction. See, before you've had your first date with a girl, she won't feel much of a connection to you. As unfortunate as it may be, you're probably not the only guy texting her. You can be, however, the only guy who's texting her intelligently and attractively. See, a common mistake most guys make when they're texting a girl is that they mistake responses for attraction. And when a guy starts getting responses from a girl, he believes that he's getting closer to getting her out on a date or seducing her. And it's actually the opposite. It's actually the exact opposite. The more text you send before meeting up with a girl means the less chance you have of actually meeting her. That's right. Even if she's responding to your text, you're not getting yourself any closer to actually getting her out on a date. Instead, what you want to do is you want to say more with less. Whenever you're considering what to text a girl, see if you say it simpler with less text. Most guys send pointless texts to women like, "How's your day?" or "Enjoying the warm weather?" These texts do not bring you any closer to a woman. They just beg for a response, which not only doesn't create any sort of emotional state in a woman, doesn't do anything to increase attraction, it also reduces attraction by displaying a sort of neediness and pointlessness that kind of annoys. Here's what you want to do to make sure you never again waste text on pointless chatter. Ask yourself this golden question: how is this text bringing the girl and I closer to a date? If your answer is simply to get to know her better, erase the text. It's not going to help you. Deadly mistake number 2, not conveying fun. Here's the thing. When a girl gives you her number, she was having fun with you. She enjoyed your company. She was probably thinking that, something could possibly come of this. But when she's away from you, when it's a day or two later, all those positive emotions that she felt when she was around you, they've started to diminish. She no longer has that amped up state that she felt. So when she gets your text, if it doesn't appear fun to her, she's not going to meet up with you. Because now she gets a text, and if she gets a boring text, she's going to just stay in that same state. She's going to think back on you. She's going to think, oh, he was an all right guy. He seemed kind of cool. But she's going to look at your text, and it's just not going to motivate her. Remember, all girls have tons of guys hitting on them, talking to them, try to get their attention. And human beings, we like naturally to be around the people we have the most fun with. And if you don't appear to be that guy, you're done. You're not going to get the date. She's not going to want to meet up with you. I like to say answering questions is not fun. When you send a girl a text like, how's your day going? There's nothing fun about that. She gets that text, and now she's got to stop. She's got to think, how do I respond to this? She's got to put her phone away and kind of